Hi everyone, it's Scrappy Kathy here, and I'm doing my final layout share for layouts I created in 2021. And it's been, I'm sure, at least a week, probably two, because I was out of town all last week. And so I'll try to be a little bit more regular with these as I get to a little bit more normal schedule. And I guess the other big news is as soon as I clear the Christmas Village contents off and the snow and the lights and everything off of the table in the other part of the room, I'll be able to set up my permanent filming area, and the camera will be mounted there all the time, and I'll know exactly where my work needs to be. And the table is narrower, so where I mount it over on the other side won't have to be at an angle, and you'll be able to see it better and all of those fun things. So let me start with this and try to get through it. This first page was a design team page for my creative scrapbook, and the sketch that we were using, this was one of the My Creative Scrapbook monthly sketches for the December kits, and this was by Laura Creates, and she's on Instagram as Laura Creates 50. And she does some beautiful sketches, and I really loved this one. I like doing bright colors on black backgrounds, and then I especially like it when there's kind of a wintry excuse to do white splatters. So I did them not only on this page, but another page I did at a different time. I didn't realize they'd be published so close together, but they were. Okay. This one was a Scrap Squad lift, and I think it was maybe Sunday before last, and it was a either that or it was a 12 days of Christmas. It's a Scrap Squad Sunday, and I'm losing sequins from here. This was done using the leftovers of the same kit that I used for the previous layout. And it has a photo of the Christmas tree in the town center that James took the night after my birthday dinner that was right across the street from the tree. So this collection is, Holiday Magic by Pink Fresh, I think. And so it's got, I cut out these things. I hid the green one there, which is a shame because the green there is about the same color there. There's not a video for the first one. There is a video for this one, and it's in my playlist, Scrap Squad Lifts and Scrap Squad Sunday. So this one is one that was done as a sample layout for a Lisa Sikorsky sketch that was the 19th of December in her sketchathon that she ran through December. It was a fabulous event, and on my resolution list is to go back and do every single one of those sketches. I wasn't able to do them at the time they came out, but I love doing this one. And the day that I did this, my order of Vicki Bouton's both Warm Wishes and Fernwood came in. So I used Fernwood for this one to document a beautiful walk around the city of Nice back in 2001 when we were there celebrating our 20th anniversary. Okay, and we were living in Brussels, so it was an easy trip. This is a Scrap Backwards page that I did doing a non-Christmas page with the Christmas supplies in my kit. And there is a video for this. As you can see, this was a Christmas page, but I used the non-Christmassy side of it. Lots of basic gray on here and fancy pants rub-ons. Love the rub-ons. I've really gotten a lot from the fancy pants rub-ons from the St. Nick collection. Here's that Pink Fresh collection again, and this is another design team layout for my creative scrapbook, and this is the sketch that I used. I turned it this way, or this way, I guess. And I have a cluster here where the star is, and then a cluster here where all of this stuff is, and various layers of papers behind it. So I love that collection, and it was fun working with those sketches for my creative scrapbook. This is another of Lisa's sketches. This was my a live that I did for my design team layout on December 21st for Dottie About Flair, using their Happy Holidays prompts and Lisa's sketch for that day. So the photo I use is one of what was our car, and well, actually, I guess at that time it was still Katie's car, and covered with snow on February 8th of 2020, which I didn't realize. John took this photo, and I found it on his phone, and I love it. And when I decided to scrap it, I had no idea what the date was, and I went back and checked, and the date was February 8th, 2020, which was exactly a year to the day before he passed away. So what a change in a year. At this time, we had an unusual, event in a heavy snowfall, and we didn't know about COVID at the time. Ava had kind of come out of the problems that she had had in January, and she was home and on her way to being healthy, and we had no idea what the what the year had in store. So I guess that's an innocent page, and this is my journaling kind of stuck back here in the envelope. And that envelope and the flare all came from that day's advent calendar from Dottie About Flair. Okay, so and as did this little foam snowman. Okay, more of that Pink Fresh Holiday Magic collection. Another design team layout using this sketch from Laura Creates, and I've used the stencil that came in the kit, and I love that touch of yellow. I love yellow mixed with the red and green in Christmas layouts. I've discovered that this year. And this is another collection that has touches of yellow in a very vintagey, Christmas collection. This collection is from Pretty Little Studio, and I forget what it's called. Oh, What Fun or something like that. And I love the black and white with this, and then little bits of yellow. And what I was lifting is this original, and the challenge was Scrap Squad Sunday. That was last Sunday's lift. So, and it's a photo of one of the first inflatables that we had, and we put that inflatable up, it was giant, in our fairly small front yard in the house we had in Houston when Katie was 2.5, maybe getting close to 3. and her brother Barrett had just been born. He was about 3 months old, and they came to Houston to visit us at Christmas time. And we put that up so that would be the first thing that greeted them, so the kids would see that from the car. And it was still sort of alive when we moved to Georgia, and we had it up at our other house before this one and then at this one. But I think that was the last year it made it through without getting holes in it and failing. But I love the page. I love all the little vintagey cartoon characters. I love the penguins in the Pretty Little Studio collection. This was a Mixed Media Frenzy page, and I started with a paper from, I believe it's the collection I used today. I believe it is a 49 and Market paper, and I just added some mixed media to it and did a ton of stamping with visible image stamps. And these are photos from a holiday movie that we went to see. And this was the original, so I kind of stuck pretty close to the original there. I didn't go too far off the reservation. Love this page, love the colors. And I love that the blue colors out here and even the lighter pinks are nowhere found in the photos. I think that kind of makes the photos stand out. This was my Scrap Backwards page for last week, December 27th. And Adam and I both scrap lifted Sally Ann Floyd's page. And I used lots and lots of those Fancy Pants rub-ons that I had used earlier. And I love how this turned out. I love the basic gray background paper. That's from the Dasher Christmas collection. And I've been hoarding this. In fact, I have another sheet of it. I've been hoarding it for way too long. It was time that I used it, and I'm happy with the page that I used it for. So, yay. This is another mixed media layout that I did for Off the Board. And this was the original pin, and I was taken by the large butterfly. I think it's stamped on the original. I didn't have a stamp that big, but I had I used the biggest butterfly die. I had to cut that. I didn't have the alphabet stamp or stencil to use on the tag, but I did have a numerals stencil, a number stencil from Bramble Fox. And I have a Bramble Fox title, and these acrylic circles are also from Bramble Fox, and I have some Dottie About Flair, kitty cat paws, and kitty cat face. I love this page. I love this photo. I think I've scrapped this photo maybe the third time, and I'm not ever going to stop scrapping it, because that smile on John's face and that look, deadpan look on Iggy's face, just priceless. And we were so excited about our new home, and John got right away to work installing a garbage disposal. Okay, this is my last page of 2021. It was done for Mixed Media Frenzy, and the original was this one, with lots of kind of smoky looking, watery stuff around the outside. I had fun with this one. I used Vicki Bouton's Warm Wishes and a photo of myself with Katie and Allie. Ava was with her mom that night, and Barrett didn't want to get in the photo with the girls. So I love this photo. It was a wonderful night. It was our Christmas Eve night, and this actually went live on New Year's Eve, so that was kind of funny. But I used some Tim Holtz stamps, some shimmery watercolors that I had, and touched my paint on Distress Oxide, about this color. I think it's let's see, worn lipstick maybe. And so I kind of added some pink tones to the gray smoky stuff, and just kind of slapped the stamp around, even around the edges here. I love this, and I have two grunge, one night skies, and one Christmas XL flare from Dottie About Flair. So this was a really fun page to do, and it's probably one of my favorites of 2021, even though it was the last one, and it's of course the most familiar. So Happy New Year. We look forward to a brighter, healthier, happier 2022. I'd hoped we'd really kind of start off the year with some good news, but then the wildfires happened in Colorado, and a good friend of mine's affected there. So let's hope all that let's hope 2022 gets all that out of her system and switches over to some happier, more fun days. In any case, I'll be here scrapping, and soon with a new setup that you can see better. And I look forward to seeing you all out there. Bye.